Welcome to Let Black Women Speak on the podcast. I'm Whitney,
And I'm Tasha.
and we're going to be discussing the topic of building back up the Black family, starting with the episode 9 today, division in the Black family.
Yes, yes.
It's a lot of division in the Black family, has been for a long time. Um, One of the reasons is, some family members have their favorites that they only want to deal with, their favorites that they want to celebrate, their favorites that they want to acknowledge,
Yeah. hmm
you know? And then there's people like me, the black sheep in the family, that get done dirty as fuck. But, it is what it is. So, yeah.
Um, that's what caused the division. Point blank period.
Yeah.
We gotta heal the family dramatics. Like we gotta heal. We gotta bridge that gap between the black sheep and the family. And what's so bad about it? I was thinking about this on some spiritual stuff earlier, and I was like, the black sheeps are the seers and the prophets of the family. Basically, the black sheeps are the Moseses and the Josephs of the family. Joseph and Moses are the ones in the dream, the ones in the Bible who got dreams. They had dreams, they had visions, they had feelings where they knew things. Basically, they had the gift to hear from God and God the whole family. I believe personally every family has that person. And for some reason, I don't know when it happened, that person, and you know what? This is crazy. You know what, baby? This is generational.
Most
Because even in
definitely.
the Bible, Joseph, the boy with the same gift as us, the dreamer,
Mm-hmm.
the black sheep, his siblings threw him in the pit and sold
Yeah.
him.
Yep.
So this
I
stuff was,
remember.
it was jealousy on I guess the black sheep or the people who have like those, those capabilities.
Mm-hmm.
But everybody has dreams. But I guess the ones who have them heightened, I don't know. Like I don't know. That's crazy. Why family it be like that one person, and usually that person tell it like it is. Look out for everybody. That person is usually a person who,
Kind hearted,
yeah,
you
pure
know.
hearted, pure
Yeah.
hearted.
Yeah.
Yeah, just, and that's the most hated person and rejected person in the family.
Yeah.
And I think it's because we're conditioned and we're so like mentally brainwashed. We're excited about the one that can potentially get rich and study, like just loving all, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
The kids
Yeah.
and treating them equally.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot with the mothers, a lot of mothers do that.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, like it starts from the root, girl. We're
Mm-hmm.
gonna have to reroot our plant and replant it and trim it and clean it up when it comes to our family tree because only way we're gonna grow, we're gonna have to learn how to work together and stop pushing out that one individual, you know,
Mm-hmm.
the black sheep, if that's
Mm-hmm.
what you want to call
Yeah, for real, for real. Yeah. So another thing that really divides the family too, goes back to the 80s when the drugs start coming into the communities. That killed a lot of us, broke down so many families. Mom and dad getting strung out on drugs, selling drugs, prostituting themselves for drugs,
it.
you know, pimping
Yeah.
their kids out for drugs, even. you know?
Powerful.
So these kids getting lost in the foster care system, you know, having to make it how they just making it how they gotta make it, getting it how they gotta get it, and then when they get older, they out here in the world and they have a survival mindset.
Yeah.
They don't function off of love, they function off of getting it how they gotta get it. Cause they ain't never had love before.
Yeah.
Most
True.
of them become those narcissists that you end up in relationships with. Don't know how to love, but they only know how to survive.
Yeah.
Gonna tear everybody down
Yeah.
that come in their pathway
Yeah.
because they don't know how to love at all.
Mhm. And
Yeah.
what's so crazy about it? That's what we're dealing with right now. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, our parents, they were systematically, this was a systematic
Mm-hmm.
destruction. Just like the projects, just like all the other stuff. You know, where are we gonna get drugs from? You know what I'm saying? Where
Mm-hmm.
are we gonna get access to the stuff? We don't have boats. We don't know Latinos. We don't know none of this. So this
Mm-hmm.
have to be people of power. And
Yeah.
just like in Chicago, a person I was watching these videos just to be knowledgeable, and this dude was like, they pull up with empty vans, empty cars with guns, and have it cracked. It's like for people to get the guns. Sometimes they find drugs. Sometimes they. I'm like, are you serious?
Mm-hmm.
In Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So the mentality is hurry up and kill yourself off.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, for me personally, me and my husband always thought that it was systematic when it comes to what happened to our parents. We think
Yeah.
that was strategic. We don't think that that was just something that happened. Drugs just appeared in America, and
Mm-hmm.
the most people affected by it was the African American family. Nah, me personally, I don't feel. I think that was another project. Uh, how to destroy,
Most definitely it was.
because there's no way the way it hit our families, and it I don't know, it was too powerful to be an accident for me personally.
Most definitely it was.
But that's what we're healing from right now. We're healing from the residue of that, of
Mm-hmm.
the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, them drinking, partying, heroin, crack cocaine, meth, PCP, all those drugs that hit the street, and they was not even mentally stable enough to take care of their kids. So a lot of us died off. A lot of us did like what me and you did, survived.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't like the dudes you talk about, just survive, take care of yourself,
Yep.
and then now we're here now. And now we got our kids and we ain't touching on them drugs because we don't seen what it did to our parents, but we don't have the grandparent support system. The great grandparents, a lot of them are already dead.
Yeah.
And then aunties and uncles, they don't mess with y'all because your parents was a crackhead.
Yeah.
The whole family is divided.
Yeah. The
All
word
because
family, the word family, what is the definition of family these days? What's the
yeah,
definition of it?
yeah,
My definition of family was, having somebody that you can call on, having somebody that will have your back, somebody that'll be there for you whenever.
yeah,
That was my definition of family,
yeah.
you know.
Your tribe.
Reality hits, sometimes that definition changes,
But
so
it's stuff that the ancestors left so plain to us that we just won't comprehend. Like it's
yeah.
so plain, and that's why I went through a lot in my marriage to keep my marriage apart. I mean, keep my marriage together. It was because I get the concept that it takes a village to raise a child.
Most
When you
definitely.
have uncle that he see uncle fixing lawnmowers, you know what I'm saying, for grandma, or he see uncle at grandma's house, and he gets to experience uncle, and uncle, like, okay, I was raised like a village. I just was missing my mother.
Mm-hmm.
Uncle taught me how to two-step.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Fun nights, listening to oldies, and my uncle's teaching me, the basic two-step, two steps to the right, two steps to the left, two steps back, two steps, you know what I'm saying? I learned that from him.
Mm-hmm.
My other uncle taught me, the importance of, uh making your own money, being, no, my cousin, making your own money, being independent, not dependent on a man. Always, don't be asking men for nothing. Whatever a man can do, you can do it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, picture if I would have had that whole unit. If I would have had my grandma, my grandfather. Well, I had my grandfather. My grandfather taught me how to fish, taught me how, but picture if I would have had that whole diamond.
Yeah.
If I would have had my mother, my father, my grandmother, my grandfather, my aunties, my uncles, there would never be, I don't think there would have been no molestation. I don't think there would have been any abuse.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that half the stuff that I had to go through, I wouldn't have went through it if that family dynamics was together, because they wouldn't have allowed it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's important that we get back to the basics. And the basics is, it takes a village to raise a child.
Most definitely it does. Mm-hmm.
So it's
Yeah.
it's a working process, but we gotta have these discussions, and then we have to consciously start making the changes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
And also, another thing that divides the family is the gossiping and talking about people. We tear our family members down by gossiping about them, sitting around having whole conversations, negative vibes, all of that stuff. You know, I just don't believe in assuming things about somebody. If I don't know something, I don't know what's really going on, I'm gonna call somebody, reach out, say, hey, what's going on? How things been going for you? How are you doing? How are you feeling? You know,
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just not the one for assumptions about people. I
That's
think about somebody, I'm gonna text you, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Just was thinking about you, seeing how you doing, you
yeah,
know. You just never know what somebody really going through, and you sit around and talk about them because you don't know. You just assume. You see some things, then you might hear some things, might not even be true.
yeah.
And you just go with it, run with it. But I don't know. But I'm not the one to gossip about people unless I know that person had done something to me. And I'm
Yeah.
sitting here talking about you because you made me
I'm not
mad
gonna
at
talk
the time.
about you. I'm talking about what you did to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we not gonna talk about people because that's just not our character.
Yeah.
But we will talk about what that person did,
Yeah.
but to us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Was you finished on that? Do you have anything else
Mm-hmm.
on that?
You got it.
Absolutely. Oh, girl, boo. That girl, you make try to make me take my glasses off on that one. I got dig in close. What, girl? Oh my! I don't even know where to start. Gossip is the number one reason why the black family is divided. No, number two. Number one is the systematic warfare
Yeah.
against the black family. That's number one. Number two, the gossip.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Come on. And I hate to say this, and God want I said I can't be correcting the elders, but it starts from the head up. That's what I will say. You know, if you that mama or that grandma or that uncle or that auntie or that father, and you sitting on that phone and you just talking. just because you bored. Ah, yes, that boy done went out there riding them people. He gonna get killed. You word cursing your child.
Exactly.
Your child can end up getting killed. And 9 times out of 10, the people I know that did that, guess what happened to that child? Got killed. People would think, oh, I knew it. No, you word cursed him. And I ain't gonna lie to you, girl. I call my family and I'll tell them, I be like, stop word cursing me. Stop word cursing me. I said, if you have an issue with me, pray about it. They still don't do it. Still gonna gossip. Still gonna talk. But I let them know, like, stop word cursing. Stop gossiping. Like, stop. You know, I even checked it was 2 people in my family that just all my life that was real bad. And they were adults. And I had to just finally say something. I couldn't take it no more. I told one of them, I was like, don't word curse. I said, when you speak things like that, you're speaking that over our lives. But you got to watch what you say. And then the other person, I said, do you remember what grandma said? Well, it would be their mother, but it was my grandma. And I had to remind her, auntie. You know what I'm saying? I had to remind her. I said, if you ain't got nothing good to say,
don't say nothing at all.
That's what grandma taught me, and I was 4. I was 4 or 5 when my grandma died. How do I remember that? These are the basics. These are basic rules. Village. Keep your mouth off people and treat others how you want to be treated. If we could just keep these 3 little. Okay, guys, if y'all can't go by all the laws and commandments and things that they give to us to try to keep the family dynamics, at least those 3, you know what I'm saying? We have to get to a point where we are consciously making decisions to not. I had a situation I was telling you about with a family member earlier. I was telling you about where the person sat on the phone for years and just gossip out of boredom. Just told people all kinds of stuff, assumptions about me. And the people that they sat on the phone with, I know who they are. They sit up and smug, and I don't know the people. Like I don't know them. Like I see them, like hey and bye, but I don't know them personally. But I see these people reaction, and their family members, other family members, connected through the way I told you. And they just act weird. And I know the person talks. I know the person. I don't know the person do it now, but I know the person used to just sit on the phone and talk about people all the time because that was their poison. They love to gossip. So the people still to this day, girl, still hate and dislike due to that gossip. Like you can literally, you have to be cautious because you can talk about somebody and spread so much misinformation. You can have somebody hated. You can have somebody killed. That's how serious gossip is.
Most definitely it is.
If you don't have 1,000% proof, you shouldn't speak on stuff.
Right.
And I don't know. Remember one of the OGs taught me that. The young OGs taught me that. Like, I don't know. If I don't know, I don't speak on it.
Right. But then again, we all grown. It's like who's going and just really taking what somebody's saying, gossiping about somebody else, and just running with it.
It's jealousy.
You gonna run with that without knowing for real?
From my understanding, the people that take it in is people who always had that side eye.
For real, they always didn't
if
like
you really
you anyway.
Pay attention, they never liked you anyway. So that person, and they didn't even need a reason. You could have just been light skinned. With me, I got a big butt. And I'm sorry for podcast people if y'all don't know what I look like, but God bless me, I'm very beautiful. Um, like, just for me, it was the big butt because the person would say it all the time. Like, oh, look at that thing. Oh my God, you got a wedgie. Just stare at it, girl, like just obsessed with it. I still want to give out, the wisdom that I learned from my experience. I still want to be able to share that,
Mm.
no matter what stage of my life I'm in, because what if somebody needs something now and I'm trying to wait until all my kids grow up, or you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
before I start sharing that what I learned, what I been,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, before I start being a light, I gotta get myself together. No, I gotta be a light and take care of my business. So
Mm-hmm.
sorry about that, guys.
Yeah.
But what I will say is, guys, we gotta do better. We gotta shut our mouths. We gotta pray for folks. We gotta start looking out for folks, and we gotta
Most
contact.
definitely looking out for folks.
Yeah, we gotta start looking out for folks, man. Even if they
Amen.
do crack, even if they in jail, even if they smoke weed, even if they ghetto, even whatever their issue is, at the end of the day, is that your family? That's how you gotta look at it. Because you know what? People act real stuck up and funny, but if America went to war and the Mexicans came in on that side and the Asians came in on the west and the Russians came in on the north, and I don't know if Africa come, I don't know. But anyway, if that happened,
Mm-hmm.
niggas gonna be real cool with their ghetto family then.
Mm-hmm.
Those suburban family members. Oh, we need cousin Popo. Tell cousin Ray Ray he can come over here. He could come. Look, y'all be at my house. I got a big house with a big pool.
Okay.
But prior to this, you didn't want niggas at your house.
Mm-mm. Nah.
But if stuff hit the fan and we go to war, I bet your family gonna run together real quick.
Right.
Our cousin Poo Poo, where cousin Dante at? They just got out of jail. He can stay. He gotta stay in the basement, but he gotta stay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's power in numbers.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
takes a village.
Mm-hmm.
So, guys, man, stop waiting to the funerals. Stop waiting till something happen. You know what I'm saying? And come together, man. Like, come together, family. Like, it is imperative for the next generation.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but that's on y'all. We gonna do it anyway. I'm teaching my kids how to keep their relationships healthy, how to work together, how to be positive. How I'm teaching my boys, you gonna ride it till the wheels go ride off. Unless she's just bat crazy and she's hitting on you, stabbing on you, doing stuff that can harm you. But if she ain't doing nothing and y'all just arguing and fighting because you want to go party, no, you need to stay at home. You need to take care of your family. You need to be responsible. And you need to help her out with whatever she needs. And if it's something that you can't do, you need to sit down with her and you need to talk to her in private like a man. Not, you know what I'm saying? These are the things that I teach my sons. And I know all the other women, a lot of, I can't say all, because there is some other moms, but they're still being affected by, you know, the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
their parents.
Yeah.
So, but the women that have healed, that they are on the path of building back up the generation, I would say that we are doing that.
Oh
So
yeah. Most
keep your
definitely.
kids right. Keep your mouth off of people. It takes a village to raise a family.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, most definitely. Um, I would say it's very important at these times to reach out to family,
Yep.
communicate with family, talk to your family, get closer with your family.
Yeah.
Don't sit around talking about people, judging people, going off what other people say. When have you ever spoke to that person yourself? Had a conversation with that person yourself? Don't
Yeah.
go off what nobody else tell you about somebody because, honey, you don't even know what the truth is. You don't even know that person. Get to know people, get to understand somebody.
Yeah,
Don't sit around and talk about them.
yeah,
We need more togetherness in these families.
yeah,
It's too much division.
yeah. And what's so crazy about it, out of the experiences like that,
Yeah.
usually the person will end up falling out with that person that was gossiping about me. And
Mhm.
usually when they do fall out with that person,
Oh, they
then
gonna say exactly how they feel about you. It didn't
no,
happen
no,
to
no, no,
me.
no. Let me tell you. No, let me tell
Mhm.
you. Usually when they fall out with that person, then they'll come and try to get to know me. And usually when they get to know me, guess what? They be like, "Ah, you cool as a fan." I'm like, I know,
Mhm. I get
because
that a lot.
you judge me because of this person, and you don't
Mhm.
even know this person's just jealous of me, or you don't know, like I used to date this person's boyfriend, or you know what I'm saying? It,
Mhm.
it could be any reason why, or
Mhm.
this person probably just don't like me. You know what I'm saying? Or that my person might be jealous because I have a big butt. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm light skinned, or my hair long. Yeah, I mean, it be the weirdest stuff, girl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Girl, I done heard the pettiest stuff when I was younger. I don't like you because yo butt big. You this or you that. You know, like people would say, like, okay, you don't like me because of physical, okay, or what you wear. If you ain't cute and you ain't, you know what I'm saying? It's like
Mhm.
ignorant stuff that
Yeah.
we went through. It was just a lot. So stop judging books by its cover, guys. Get to
Yeah.
know people for yourself, and then if that energy don't rub right with you, then you can just say, like, yeah, I mean, that person's who that person is. That energy is not mine,
Yeah.
you know, period. And that's
Most
how I am. When I meet
definitely.
people and they are too much, I try not to talk about it. I mean, if something funny happened, I'll say what happened, like, oh my God, whatever. This is my opinion. But I try to just be like, it's just not my vibe
Mhm.
overall. I mean, sometimes I could be, especially if it's a guy. I'd be like, oh, he was a square, oh, he was annoying, or oh, he was a hater or a player or whatever. But I'm just telling you what I observed. But other than that, usually I just end it with just wasn't my vibe.
Right. Yeah.
Or with a female, it's just like she's cool, just not for me.
Right. Right.
If somebody say something or do something that it's not healthy or nice to me, I'm gonna say something about it, cut that person off, and then never say nothing about that person again. You get what I'm saying?
Right. Because nothing needs to be said about somebody that you just don't vibe with. Like, it
Period.
ain't no funk here. We just don't click like that. And that's
Period.
it. You're
Period.
grown and you're not going to click with everybody because everybody personality is different. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It ain't no beef with that. It is what it is. It shouldn't be no argument about that either.
Yeah.
I didn't have situations like that with people, and this is like it's weird. Like it ain't no harm in us not vibing like that. We can
Mhm.
communicate on certain things, certain topics, do business, whatever. But having a personal relationship, maybe no, because we just don't vibe like that. It ain't
Exactly.
gonna be nothing personal with us at all. It can
But the
just be
thing,
all business.
I guess I would say is the thing is, why are you mad at someone? Or like, I don't know how to describe the way
Mhm.
people act when I can't like someone I don't know. You get it?
You can't like someone you don't know. Is that what you said?
I don't like someone I don't know. Like people say I hate Trump. How do
Oh
you
yeah, yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
you don't know him?
Right.
You hate what you heard about him?
Exactly. Because you don't know the
'Cause
person
if you
personally.
hate the
And
person,
you don't like what you see that person says and does. That's about it.
you don't know the person. I don't know
Right.
him. I can't hate
Mm-hmm.
someone. That is just, it's a society, and it's a lot of us, especially when Trump came out. It showed like all it takes is one person to spear your name and everyone hates you.
Mm-hmm.
That's bad. Well, guys, I would just say thank you guys for tuning in. And let a black woman speak on it. You can catch us on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Anchor, Instagram at Let a Black Woman Speak on It. Thank you guys.